Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Reese number 956C. This is a clear anodized aluminum holder with a nylon brush, and this item is typically used as either a door sweep or certainly an astragal is where you'll use this, and is a very common sort of item in both of those installations because its dimensional properties are quite common. The height of the extrusion, the height of the bristle itself is very common. This item is available in the C finish, which is clear anodized aluminum, in the D finish, which would be a dark bronze, and then the G finish for gold anodized aluminum. Now, I said earlier that this is common. Well, it is, super common. The length of the bristles, very common. You might install these as pairs on a pair of exterior doors, allowing the bristles to make contact so that you properly weather strip this, the meeting style between two doors. Using these as a door sweep is also very common. You'll see these all the time installed on aluminum storefront doors. Something short bristle like this is real common. This happens to be a 3-foot example piece that's here. There is a link, pardon me, there's an image below this video showing the important dimensional properties. Let's go over that now. So you can see from that drawing that it's 1.25 inches height, and that is 7/8 of extrusion and then 3/8 worth of the bristle. The projection of that, probably a bit less common of a dimension to know, but it's about 1/4 inch. Okay. This is fire rated. This does include standard 6 by 5/8 panhead screws. Okay. Will feature slotted holes, and we'll get to that more in a moment. Brush type seal is incredibly common, and it's incredibly common because it's incredibly effective. Here's what I mean by that. Bristle has a unique ability to tailor itself to an irregular floor surface. Let's say that that irregular floor surface is just the fluted top of an aluminum threshold, or it might be a concrete slab that's pitted. Whatever the case might be, it's well suited to fit into that irregular surface because of all of the bristles. If my fingers were to represent that irregular surface, you can see how it contours around my fingers. Nothing else is going to do it that way. Neoprene, silicone, vinyl, polyurethane, whatever else might be used for a sweep. This is great because it will really fill in. And if you're, well, here in Chicago, the restaurant guys, the guys that operate, own, run restaurants, bristle is what they use because this is a type of industry that's regularly inspected. The inspector's looking for daylight. If you can see daylight, the logic is, well, a critter can get in. That's sure probably true. Bristle does a great job at sealing all of that. And with the inclusion of a bristle sweep, you'll find that you're going to close off all that daylight. And sure, by extension, you'll seal off the ability of something to intrude, not only temperature, moisture, but insects, things that are not supposed to come in that barrier. So it's incredibly effective in that regard. Available in all of the common lengths. It's probably listed in the website between 2-foot and 8-foot lengths. The fact of the matter is you can order this in any sort of custom length that you want. Here's what I mean. This is the actual article. This is a 3-foot door sweep. Imagine if you had to cut it down to 32 inch or 34 inch. You'd eliminate that first slotted hole that's there. And as I had mentioned earlier, screws are included. But that slotted hole is incredibly handy to have from the factory because what it allows you to do is to properly tailor that onto a sill that's not level or a door that's not plumb. If you have a pair of doors, now you've got a situation where those doors are probably not going to be completely parallel, will probably not be completely plumb, or they might be at the time that you're installing it. But what about 5 years from now? Everything tends to move a little bit. Well, slotted holes allow you to account for that. There's a line below this video in the extended description that says, provide a 98 effective airtight seal. And that's very true. However, if you don't have an effective seal, meaning you don't have the ability to tailor that with a slotted hole, just 1/16 of an inch spread out over whatever the length is, that all can add up to a substantial square inch area. I don't remember the exact calculation, but a door without a door sweep is akin to having an 8-inch by 8-inch hole right in the center of the door. And it's just amazing how important it is to properly seal the door. Bristle allows you to do that very well, as do other items from. I'm actually partial with Reese's polyurethane product. That's an incredibly, robust material that is all but impervious to degradation from environmental conditions. But there's a link below this video, which we'll get to in a moment, that I can talk about that. The point of the matter is, if you ordered a custom length, we'd not only locate that first slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge, but the proper center to center as well. Okay, handy. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, which is handy because it allows you to review the Reese 956C against many other bristle type products from them. And what's handy about that is you're going to see different lengths of bristle. You'll see where the 956 falls in, and you will probably get the impression immediately that this is a less expensive sort of bristle material because the aluminum extrusion is a little bit thinner. When you get to those 960 through the 960 series numbers, you've got a much thicker aluminum extrusion, thicker density of bristles, thicker diameter of the individual bristle. And this thicker stuff is really what Reese does incredibly well. I don't think of them as, give me the least expensive one, even though, in my opinion, their least expensive one is superior in fit and finish and quality and caliber. But when you need a piece of weather stripping that you need to be able to deliver an effectively sealed opening, you have every intention of impressing your client with the caliber and quality of the product. Okay? Or it might be so that what you need to have is weather stripping from a company that you can depend on a quick shipping lead time, or you've come to realize that you prefer Reese's products. My personal opinion is that they field a high quality, high caliber product line, and that's evidenced by the above average fit and finish, the above average thickness of the extrusions themselves. The material is just thicker, and there's superior customer service and technical support. There's a link below this video to that product brochure that I mentioned earlier. There's also a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up the full line Reese product catalog and review all things Reese weather stripping, not only door sweeps or astragals, but thresholds, perimeter gasketing. Material made certainly of aluminum like this, material made of stainless steel, and architectural bronze as well. If you have any questions on the Reese, this is their number 956C door sweep or astragal, or any other Reese product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.